Hello friends, my name is SleepG and today we're going to be checking out Dirty Bomb. This game came out in June 2015. It had quite a fair amount of fanfare when it came out. I saw people like Angry Joe play it. Got quite a few million players. Apparently I've played this game for 24 minutes on the 3rd of February 2020. So over a year ago, and I don't remember actually doing that. I assumed I'd never actually played this game before, but apparently I have. I mean, I guess we'll boot it up and we'll see why it is that people don't really talk about this game anymore. Okay, what game modes do we have? There's a Face It for Dirty Bomb. What the fuck? This straight up has to be a lie. There's no Dirty Bomb here. I didn't know Halo 5 and Halo MCC had Face It's as well. I legitimately thought the only games that actually had Face It support were Counter-Strike, actually, yeah, just Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six Siege. Actually, no, I didn't know Dota had one. I knew Dota had a Face It. But all of these other games, I never knew Magic had a Face It matchmaking system, or Hearthstone. Yeah, clicking the link takes me to this page, and there is no Dirty Bomb. I cannot add Dirty Bomb to my list of games on Face It. Why you gotta cock tease me like that, bro? I want to get like level 10 Face It on Dirty Bomb. Like, this kind of rings a bell, but like...
First, repair the EV.
No, okay, I actually do remember this map. Okay, so yeah, I do actually remember playing this now. Oh, hello. Oh, that's frame rate dip. That's not fun. Okay. Dynamic resolution, no. Can I just play it 1920 by 1080? Turn the FOV right up to like 90. Okay, okay. Radial blur, nah. Depth of field, nah. Motion blur, definitely fucking not. Post process, like why? Why do I need any of this? There we go. Like, it looks like shit, but there's there's so much more visual clarity now. Now that all the post processing's just been turned off. And with any luck, it might actually improve the FPS. I see you. No fucking waste. Look at his health! 4% health! It's really funny that I was just talking about being able to see enemies better now that the now that all the post process have been turned off and a guy like runs up to me while he's invisible. Okay, I keep on thinking that I can like slide. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Cold War recently, and I'm just like really used to that game's movement now. So like I keep on like trying to slide jump and everything. Is that a head? Is that? Oh, he's like down. Okay. I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, what the fuck? That looks so weird. It looks like I'm like clipping into it as I'm walking up it. Okay, my PC just straight up started artifacting, and I had to shut it down and restart it. But the only thing is that now like the majority of the last like 20 minutes of footage has been lost. So great, I have to replay some more Dirty Bomb. You know what? It would just be so fucking great if I could just record a video for once and not run into some like really weird problem with OBS on my PC or something along the lines, or even if like the game just starts fucking up. Like, wouldn't that just be nice just for once? But whatever, it's fine. I mean, okay, so from what I can see, this game only has 2 game modes. I can either play objective or I can play stopwatch. I mean, there's one execution. I don't know what execution sounds like. I guess I'm not going to be able to play it either because there's nobody playing the servers. So I guess we're just going to go straight back into objective. Okay, so the reason that I wanted to install this game in the first place was because my friend Harry was really into it. And he wanted me to play it. And so I was like, yeah, sure. Sounds like a cool new game. Whatever. Even though it had been out like 5 years by this point, or 4 years, I should say. I'd still, like, I'd only, like, seen other people play it, and I'd never actually got to, like, feel what the game felt like for myself, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll play the game, and then I tried it, and he didn't come on, so I never actually ended up playing the game much by myself, and, like, and then I think I considered, because I had to make the decision of, like, this game's taking up however big the game is on my hard drive, do I want to uninstall it, and I was weighing up the pros and cons, and I seem to remember just saying, ah, fuck it. It's not that popular to begin with. Like, it'll probably die soon. Oh. Why? Why are you shooting me? I'm your fucking teammate, you bitch. This game reminds me of Team Fortress 2 in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, obviously you've sort of got like the whole like the hero-based system where each like operator does a certain thing, but that's not really what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm talking more just about the like just the way the game feels. It feels like a Source game more than anything, which is really strange because this isn't in the Source engine. Like the movement, I mean, the movement doesn't feel very saucy. This feels more like an Unreal Engine game, I'd say. But like just the way that the guns shoot, like it's very hit scan. The time to kill is about the same as it is in Team Fortress 2. And I mean, I've not really played that much Team Fortress 2, so it's not like I'm going to be making any like really in-depth like analysis comparisons or anything like that. But it just feels like a more up-to-date Team Fortress 2. And that being said, I think that could also potentially be one of the reasons why the game flopped, because I mean, having it feel like Team Fortress 2 might seem like a good thing until you realize that we already have Team Fortress 2. Like, imitation is flattery, and like I've said this before, there are certain times where imitation can actually be like, you know, can actually lead to something new and fresh and unique. But just based on like my short experience with Dirty Bomb so far, this doesn't feel that unique to me. And I think that could possibly be one of the reasons why the game hasn't really maintained its player base throughout the last like 5 years that it's been out. I mean, it's not like it's impossible to get a game, and there's not like there's nobody playing it. I've like found a game like pretty easily, and like judging from the server browser, it's not exactly as if there's like it's not exactly as if like you're gonna be sat like for 10 years trying to look for a game. But I don't think anybody's gonna throw a hissy fit and disagree with me when I say that this game definitely isn't the most popular FPS game out there. Yeah, I think like one of the key elements to making an online FPS game work is just by investing very heavily into esports, because esports organizations, however you feel about them, they're the ones that bring, you know, they're the ones that bring people to play games. Like if like back in the day, you know, like Call of Duty, FaZe were kind of just like only known for Call of Duty. They weren't really known to be anything else. But now FaZe have a hand in CS:GO, they have a hand in Valorant. I'm pretty sure they have the hand in other games as well, but I can't really remember because I only really care about those games. Oh no, Rainbow Six Siege too. They have a hand in Rainbow Six Siege. And now all of like the millions of people who've been following FaZe Clan have at least at some point been introduced to like some of the games that you know they have a hand in. Like when you play an online FPS game, progression is a really big part of it. Like you want to feel like you're getting better at the game. That's a massive part of the appeal for games like Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six Siege. Because the novelty of like the novelty of how the game plays wears off really quickly. Like in Counter-Strike, you can play like 100 games of Counter-Strike, and if you don't at least see yourself getting any better, then you're not going to want to play it anymore. And that's why esports games aren't really for everybody. Like they're just not. Esports games and multiplayer FPS games, they are a big time sink. Like you do need to have a certain level of commitment to get into them. And if you don't have anything that like sort of like incentivizes you to get better, like esports tournaments and stuff like that, like esports teams, then there's no point. Like I would have never tried to get better at Counter-Strike had I the thought in my head that there was no point because there was no place for me to compete or like try and show off my skills. And I mean, you do sort of have like local LANs and like community host tournaments and stuff like that, but that's not the same. I mean, you know, it's so strange as well because, as I said earlier, like this game has or at least it had a FACEIT, and like FACEIT is like, I'd say FACEIT is like the breeding ground for professional gamers. Like if you want to go pro, you want to grind FACEIT out. There's no other way to go about it in Counter-Strike at least. Oh, holy shit. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't. I fucking didn't. You know, even though I've already made the comparison to Team Fortress 2, like, you can tell that this is a splash damage game. Like, this is a splash damage game through and through. And you can just tell that if you look at any Splash Damage's like other FPS titles, like Enemy Territory Quake Wars, which by the way I am going to do a video on soon because I've actually started a Change.org petition. Yes, I know, Change.org, it's the cringiest thing possible because like, when do Change.org petitions actually do anything? But I do want to petition Splash Damage to actually bring Enemy Territory Quake Wars to Steam because at the minute the only way that you can actually play Enemy Territory Quake Wars is if you first off buy a copy of it on like eBay, and then you actually also need to have like a disc tray to be able to play it because you know, like how else are you fucking gonna read the disc? And considering that like I'm willing to say 90% of PC gaming PC cases that are out nowadays don't come with any way for you to install a disk drive, is, you know, it just makes it impossible. And there's no legal way to play the game because there's no digital platforms that the game's been distributed on, which sucks because it's a really good game. And I feel like if it had servers, like if it came out on Steam and it had what's Steam's like own server thing called? I don't know, the name escapes me, but if it came out and it had like Steam support where you could just like sort of make your own servers on Steam's networking server platform, I don't know what the fuck it is, then I feel like the game would be resurrected again because I feel like a lot more people would actually play it. You can still pirate the game and you know, you can play against bots, which is what I've done because I actually like playing against the bots. I don't have a problem with it. But if you want to play the game against any like real people, which is, you know, where most of the fun comes from when you're playing an online FPS game, you just can't. Like, there's not even any Game Ranger servers for it, which just strikes me as odd. And, you know, it's strange too because they could actually make money off of it. Like, I would buy it if it came out for a reasonable price, like £5-6, considering it's like at least a 10-year-old game now. It must have came out in like 2008 or something like that. Then, you know, I'd buy it. But if it came out for something like £20, and especially if they released it in the state that it's in now, where like, you know, the animations are all out of sync and stuff like that, you'll see in the video that I make about it. But if they release it in the state that it's in now for like £20, then I'd be mad. But I don't think Splash Damage is the kind of guys that would do that. God, the time to kill in this game feels fucking weird. Like, it's fine. It doesn't. It's not like taking me like it's not taking me too long. I'd say. Like I wouldn't say that that's accurate. Like it doesn't feel like it takes too long, but it feels like it takes longer than it should.
First core is delivered. Now get the other one.
That was kind of pretty easy. Oh, this is the chance for the big spray down. Oh, the crowd goes wild. Come on. Oh, the crowd's going wild. Oh, she's got my hat down. Fuck. I really thought I was going to tear there.
We got both cores.
Let's go.
We have both.
Yeah, I'm kind of the best 80-bomb player there ever was. I mean, look at that. What was that? 18 and 7? Look, none of these bitches could even compare. I would very much like to change into a different operator, but I only have access to a certain few. There are so many here. This is like what, that's 5, 9, 14, 18, 20, 22, 23. I can't maths, but there's a lot. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Apparently, I have like 36,000 credits. I wonder how many operators this amount will buy me after like less than an hour of gaming. 45,000. I don't have enough. For one. They're all like 40,000, 50,000. I mean, I get it. I've only been playing this game like less than an hour. But like, I don't think I've been making that much money from each match either. Okay, you know what? We're not that far off. Let's just keep playing, see how much money we make after one match. You know, the more and more I look at this game, the more and more I just see Brink. Like, I'm seeing less Team Fortress, and now I am just seeing Brink. Like, this is a Brink that has players. That's it. That's precisely the only way I can describe this game now. It feels like the entire time that Splash Damage have been making FPS games, they've been trying to go for something like this. Like, it plays almost the exact same. It's like they really like objective-based PvP shooters, and they're good at them too. Like, although, you know, I sort of like shit on Brink. Well, actually, no, I don't even shit on it. I like humbly criticize Brink for all of its flaws and all of its achievements. But yeah, no, the more I play this game, the more that I can just see that this is like what Splash Damage were trying to go for all along. And I mean, you know, good on them. Good to see that it still has players even now in 2021.
That EV gets no closer, you understand? Knacker it and keep it knackered.
Knacker it. What? That's... What? We just say the word knack. Knack it. Just fucking knack it. Knacker it and keep it knackered. That sounds like such like fake British. I really hate that about like a lot of games do that, and it really annoys me. Like the fake British accent, where you can tell that the actors like they're either not British or they're from London and they speak with like a very high, like you know, like Queen's English London accent. It's never anybody from like the north of England like me who like voices these games, is it? I mean, you know, I get it. My accent isn't exactly the nicest. Like I'd never like peg me for a voice actor or anything like that. But at the same time, like whenever you do see like you know, British voice actors and they're just like from London and they speak with like, you know, the regal Queen's English accent, it just seems disingenuous to everyone else who actually like has a British accent because we instantly recognize that as bullshit. Okay, this wall jumping feature's pretty cool. Oh yeah, bit of parkour. Titanfall who? Movement shooters who? So, you know, the gunshot sounds whenever you shoot someone, they just remind me a lot of, like, Quake. Oh, God, what was he trying there? I mean, I respect it, but, like, why? We're really not doing anything here, are we? Like, we are struggling so hard. How long do we need to fucking disable the CV for? 7 minutes? Like, we're not going to be able to do... That's fucking impossible. Game modes like this are such a fucking war of attrition. The only chance that we... Oh, God, yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'm not even going to comment on it. I just feel like push game modes like this are just... Oh, they always just feel so attacker-sided. I'd be interested to see what anybody in the Overwatch community feels about this this idea, because, I mean, in that game, like, that's pretty much all that game is, just push game modes. Detected. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I guess I do, actually. Oh my god. That man just came in and ended it. I really like the art style for this game. That's one thing that I can say about this game that I do like. The art style is really cool. Like, it's sort of like it strikes that like really cool balance between sort of like gamey, cartoony, and like a sort of like realistically proportioned environments. Does that make sense? I don't think it did. The art style's cool. That's what I'm trying to say. Did she throw like a C4 at me or an ammo pack or something? What the fuck was that? Holy shit, this gun has some fucking recoil on it. Jesus. God. 8% health. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, never mind. I fucking love just getting my head like crushed into the baseball bat like that. It's so funny. Oh man, that was such a play! That would have been so sick if I killed all of them there. Oh, but they're all getting straight back up! Like, I hate medics, bro! I've just noticed that whenever like I'm playing like a game and like I'm concentrating, I'll just do weird shit with my mouth. Like, I'll just start like chewing my lip or like moving my tongue around and shit like that. It's so weird. I really hate how like you can't just like reload while like sprinting or jumping or anything. Like, you have to stop and let the animation finish before you can actually like start running. Like, look. Nope, didn't finish. Nope, didn't finish. Nope, didn't fit. Oh, well, I guess it did there, actually. But where?
Second detonator Terminator delivered, so... Oh, that's not what we paid you for. PDA out.
We were so close! The clock was like... Ah! It's weird that they don't show any of the... You are fucking kidding me. Well, I'm not playing anymore. Fuck that. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Dirty Bomb. Final thoughts. It's as I said, it's very clear to see that this was Splash Damage's ultimate intention. Like, this is the game that they always wanted to make. This is the this is like an accumulation of all the time that they spent working on Enemy Territory, Quake Wars, and Brink. And it's very easy to see. You know, you can draw parallels from both of those games when it comes to this game, especially with just like you know, the way it plays and how the objectives work. Should you play it? Like, as I said, if this looks like your kind of game and you're into the kind of thing, into the same kind of thing that you know, Brink and Enemy Territory Quake Wars have brought up, then yes, sure, give it a go. It's free to play. It's not like you're going to be spending any money on it or anything like that. And it seems like there's a fairly decent active player base. But if this doesn't look like your thing, then I wouldn't even recommend trying it, to be honest. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the ET Quake Wars video, and hopefully that'll be the last time that I milk Splash Damage's games for views. But I don't know, it remains to be seen. I guess I'll just try and I guess I'll have a trudge through the catalog and see what other games they've got that I can make videos on. But until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.